Yeah, some of you might recognise this bank here. And today, well, tonight, we're with.
Abandoned landscapes.
So, yeah, we're trying to get into this bank. We believe there's a window open. And see you in there.
You just order that out, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking tile on that.
That's a no-no. Officially a no-no. Dangling, my feet were just dangling. The old Mini there, Fiat Panda, X-Reg, GGG, numplate. Yeah, like you say, we've not made it into that one. That'll be for another day. So, yeah. Don't worry, I've got some videos for you. So enjoy. Oops. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's show. I'm just trying to get everyone's name up. I think I've caught everyone up at the moment. But there's loads of you just left messages in the chat. So yeah, I might have got one or two names up before and might have missed some. Mute, no. Should be hearing me now. Ah, yeah. Thank you, Matt. He's in the background. I'll let him in. We've got Dreaded Exploring. Yeah. I'm sorry if I missed anyone, but I'm trying to get everyone up and everyone in the chat who's left a message. So it's pretty cool seeing everyone coming in. Yes, I started on 9 o'clock. That's unlike me. Normally I start 1 or 2 minutes late. But yeah, it's cool to see everyone in. And yeah, I think we're caught up to everyone now. Cool. Oh, there's someone I missed. Excellent. Right, nice one. Before we move on, I'd just like to announce I've got members now. Members, so you can become a member. It's $1.99 a month, so don't forget to do that. Also, there's going to be another live stream after this, and that's members only. So it's like the after party of a live stream. So it's pretty cool to see people coming in and everyone making themselves welcome. It's excellent to see you all in. And got to introduce our first guest. It's Mr. Secret Vault. Oh, thank you, David. Excellent, mate. A new member. Cool. Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. It's great to see you.
And you, Will?
Yeah, not too bad. Nice to see you.
Especially when you're trying to fit into a tight hole.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Tell me about it. It took 9 months to get out of one, and the rest of my life to try to get back into them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Don't worry. As you get older, the holes get bigger, so you'll eventually you will fit back in.
Yeah, I believe that's what I believe. Yeah, I think finally you find a hole, a resting place, don't you, at the end of your life? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great to see everyone in. Anyway, yeah. Trying to get another video out this Friday, this Sunday, and hopefully get another one out for the memberships only. At the memberships only at the moment, there's one video out there, and that was the mill before it actually finished getting edited. So it's like a preview of the video coming up. So I'll probably do that again in the future. Throw another little video up on there, or maybe one that might not be get published on my main channel. So I'm trying to sort my membership channel out now as well. I've only had it up running once. There's only one emoji or picture you can have at the moment because I need to set some up. Each time I'm doing it, it's saying you're not allowed to do it. It needs to be like this or something. So, yeah, bear with me if you're new members. Yeah, I'm learning everything like that. So, yeah, cool. Right, go on, Matt. I've said what I need to say, hopefully.
Well, I don't know. You're expecting me to fill in a blank for you, or make some interest? I don't know. I'm bloody live streamed out, mate. I don't know what the hell to say these days. I'm just sort of on so many of them.
Yeah. Nice
Oh,
one, Mark. Urbex. Great.
yeah, nice one. Whatever you just did, whatever it was, well done.
Became a member, basically.
Oh,
Yeah, cool.
right. Oh, sorry. It's on the bottom of the screen, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Tend to look. I look at myself. I notice this. I watch myself on the screen. I don't look into the camera. I watch myself on the screen. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Miller's is in the house. Cool. Great to see us. Yeah.
Now, if he swapped us over, then I'd be staring there, so it almost looked natural. There we are. See, so now when I look at myself, it almost looks natural. I
Yeah.
could move my camera a little bit more in front, maybe, and then it would look natural. I'm looking at myself now. I'm watching myself, but it looks like I'm looking at you folks. Yeah, there we go.
Ants just came in. You like mate? Evening. Cool.
So what news have I got then? I ordered a new thing for my vape because it keeps on dripping in the wrong place, and then you've got to tip it out. So that was meant to arrive today. And typical Amazon, it goes, if you buy this now within the next 13 hours, you'll have it by tomorrow. So I bought it immediately there and then. So it's coming not today, tomorrow. Yeah, that's a classic. How many people have ever had that? Yeah, it's like if you order it now, you'll have it today. All right, yeah. Click. No, next day. Yeah.
Yeah. There's probably. Oh, there's. Thank you, Steffi. Excellent. Nice one for becoming a member. Cool. Excellent. I do appreciate it. It will all go back onto the channel as well. All the raising money and whatever. So it will get put back into the channel. So everyone will bonus from it. You know what I mean? So it'll be pretty cool that. Excellent.
What other news have I got? I fixed my washing machine because the pump in the bottom of the washing machine, which handles the pumping the water in and out, that had gone wrong. So I ordered a new one. And when it came, I took the old one off and I got about £2.50 in change fell out of it. That's probably what was stopping it working. So probably didn't need to buy a new pump, just had to collect all the coins that had collected in it, which was stopping it running. But then, yeah, so that was an interesting experience last night. But yeah. It's all excitement around here in my house, mate. It was bloody fixing things and sitting here like this, waiting for Amazon deliveries that don't turn up. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. If you can't afford it, don't worry. There will be videos coming out after them being on the channel membership as well. And yeah, also I will be giving away a few memberships as well. So that'll be in the future. Just like I say, I've just tried to get everything organised at the moment. So even if you can't afford it, you might be able to still be a common member, a gifted member. So don't worry about it if you can't become a member. That's cool. I do appreciate you just coming on and watching. So thanks very much.
No, I don't do money laundering. If I did, I'd probably be much better off. Yeah.
Yeah. You could have just a brand new washing machine if you did that. Yeah.
Not large notes, just coins.
Yeah. Coins. Yeah.
I don't know if some of them are actually even legal tender now because they've been in there for so long. I think they've changed to 50 pences. I don't even know if they're legal tender now. Right, yeah. That's one of them. Or maybe they are still the same. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you done your hot noodle challenge as well, didn't you?
Don't look very good, does it?
Is that a 20p, that? Yeah.
50s. They are minging. They look like they're fake or something, but yeah. And some 20. There's a 20 I got out of it as well. saw me do the noodles. Yeah, I was contemplating, should I have some today? Like, you know, I was like, feeling a bit peckish. Oh, here he is. Jesus.
Hello, Mr. John.
Hello,
Look
mate.
what the cat's
Right.
dragged in. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Who's this fucking tosser giving me hassle, eh?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a troll.
Safari's in the house. Excellent. People asking about your car as well. You must have mentioned your car to a few people going
Yeah,
into the MLT.
it's still not drivable. I sent my mate a text today. I haven't heard back from him. Didn't want to be too pushy, but I will ring him tomorrow and I'll be like, "How are you, mate?" beg. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe you actually liked them noodles, didn't you? You even said they're quite tasty. And
Oh, they were really tasty. They're just hot,
yeah,
but not
not just a
ridiculously hot.
challenge. Would you eat them as a normal snack or just a challenge?
I would, but you've got to be in the right mood. I've always found that with like really hot stuff, you've just got to be in the right mood. Like if you've got a dicky stomach that day, you want to avoid it because it probably will push you over the edge a bit. But yeah.
But saying that, they're
Well,
quite
I've got the one
expensive
chip
for
challenge now.
The one chip
Got the
challenge.
what? One chip.
Shit.
The one chip challenge is like 2 million Scovilles, apparently.
Somebody
so
said that.
I've got to sort myself out on it before I do it, because otherwise I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to go, and I will do it live as well, with lots of milk in a big bucket in case.
Just in case, yeah.
Somebody said I should get one, and I don't mind having a go. How bad can it be?
Hello, Mr. E. Welcome in.
I don't know, but I'm going to wear latex gloves with it.
Yeah. I think it's just latex pants then.
Well, I'll wear them as well. If people want to donate to me for latex pants, that's fine.
Durex pants. Yeah.
Someone didn't go well eating with a one chip challenge, by the looks of it.
Oh, thanks, Dave. That's really cheered me up.
Yeah. Saying that though, them noodles are quite dear just for a snack, if you know what I mean. For a normal pack of noodles compared to, like I say, normal.
Well, it was £8,
aren't they?
It was £8 for 5 packs.
Oh, 5 packs.
5 packs.
It's just one pack. Yeah.
No. And the thing is, they're almost like normal noodles will be about that size. These things are like that size, and they pad out to be that size on a plate, like a lot of. So you actually get in not bad value for money, really. Methinks.
So not too bad then.
Yeah.
It didn't look too hot from what you're doing. How you're eating it. It didn't look too hot at all.
Yeah.
I can handle quite a bit of heat. Like I say, I can do farls and things like that. And you know, I don't with a farl. I think you have to pace yourself. You shouldn't just keep shoveling it in your mouth. You know, you should let it burn, let it calm down, drink something, and then have some more. You know, it's like you
got to savor it.
Yeah. Otherwise, all you get is burn, and no taste. You know.
Rings of fire.
And if it's done properly, it should be really nice. Like anything hot, like you get some curry houses and they literally just do a hot curry just for the English man who wants to impress his mates.
Yeah.
Because they just dump a bit more in.
I've had them come out and stand by the table and watch me, and they're going like, "Are you enjoying that?" You know, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's all right, it's all right." But we used to go the way we used to get round it, because I used to love this, is like curry sauce and chips, but not just normal curry sauce. You go to a proper curry house, you say, "Look, can you make me farl curry sauce, and I'll have some chips with it, please?" And they're like, "Oh, you know," they did it for a while at one place, and then they said, "Oh, this is costing us more." And I said, "Oh, I thought I always thought it was cheap, so I don't mind paying more. You charge us more if you can still do it. I'll pay more."
Yeah.
But it's lovely. Oh, chips and a bit of curry sauce. Mwah.
It's like that place near us.
I haven't had chips now in a long time.
Remember we went to that place near me when we were all out and we went to Chippy. I went in and asked for spicy curry sauce and chips. It's because they had done like a Indian takeaway version of a curry sauce on top of the chips. And if you don't ask for it, you just got a normal Chinese or English curry. So as soon as I said that, Matt jumped on the ball and jumped on in and got the same, didn't you, basically?
Mm. Yeah, I do like Chinese flavor curry sauce, but it is fairly mild. It's peppery, but it's
Yeah,
mild, but it does add something. I mean, it's a really nice thing to dip your chips into. Yeah.
yeah,
I like Chinese curries, but if you ask them just to make it a bit hotter than normal, most of them do it, and it's even better because it's a different heat compared
Mm.
to Indian, as you're aware, and it's so nice. I don't know what they put in it, but it's not like whereas an Indian curry you find it burns for a while and then you get the flavour. A Chinese one's just all the way through, just that sort of hot heat, but it's always succulently lovely flavour. You're like, yeah, have it.
What's that curry there on the screen? Can't even pronounce that.
Katsu curry. It's Japanese.
It's Japanese, is it?
Mm.
Naga, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
They used to do Naga chilies. Me and the missus loved his fall. You loved his fall, did you?
Yeah.
They could give
Oh,
it to you,
God.
but they're not allowed to charge.
I found one place. I found one place up here that does a fowl curry, but like you say, I don't know whether it's a proper one or not. I'll have to go and speak to them, see whether we've got to order it like 24 hours in hand. If so,
Yeah.
let's try that.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know exactly how they do it. I mean, I think the Chinese, like down the road, they have a base curry sauce, and then whatever you ask for, they just throw a few more flavors in, stir it up, and then that's it. They just hand it to you. So all they're doing is basically adding a lot more spice in just before they hand it to you. You know, a lot of them, they're all pre-made.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. They've got like a curry sauce, haven't they? But they all start off with curry paste, basically. And it's like a curry base, it's called. I think it's, yeah. And they use that to start the curry off. You get so many scoopfuls of that. It's like a curry sauce itself, but it's the basic things. Then for different type of curries, like Madras or Vindaloo or Korma or whatever, you add the extra other flavors to it then.
Yeah, it's a different spices, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they all start off on the same curry base mostly.
I've never had a really hot Chinese. I've never been served one. About the closest would be like a Szechuan or something like that, you know. And it's again, it's more fruity and spicy than hot spice, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's a completely different flavour. It's no use going into Chinese and saying like you want a curry and that's it. You'll just get the general what everyone has. You have to ask them and say I like it hotter than normal and do a nice one, you know, a nice sort of one of your hot curries, and they'll do it.
Yeah. Making me feel hungry now.
Tom food curry. You didn't really do that, did you, Mam Nan? You didn't really do that. I think Mam Nan's on a wind up. She told me she had a tattoo on her forehead, but it was in glow in the dark ink, so you couldn't normally see it during the daylight. And it said something like "I'm a bitch" or something like that. It's like, fuck off. You ain't got that on your forehead. I'd be impressed if you did, but yeah.
Powder base, yeah. That's it. You can buy the actual Chinese stuff. It's like you say, it's a powder stuff.
Yeah.
Excellent, mate. Beef faces in the house
I think
as
I've
well.
got both. I've got powder and paste in the cupboard somewhere.
You got what, John?
Hello,
You say?
beef. I said I've got both of them. I think I've got the curry paste. I've also got some, you know, like the powder as well.
Yeah. My favourite curry from Indonesia.
I just checked. It is the real beef face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
You never know these days, though, do you? With all these people about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aye. Well, I'll tell you what, being a right pain in the ass this morning. I should say yesterday. No, while I have my medication for while I'm not since my stroke, and my memory's not been great, so I've had it in blister packs. And one of the blister packs, I've noticed one of the capsules was open, so all the medication was everywhere. And in the blister pack, you get 7 days, obviously for the full week. So if I took the one that was damaged, I wouldn't have got all my medication that day. So what I done, I left that one and took the day before, no, the day after one. So therefore, I was short on the medication. And they had phone calls during the week asking me to not during the week, 2 weeks ago, to up dose me dosage on me prescriptions. So I says, right, I need to speak to my doctor before I do that. And there's no point in doing that until I use what I've got left. So went to the doctors yesterday, explained that, said, right, we'll get the doctors to phone you today. So they phoned us today, and it wasn't my doctor. I don't know who it was. It was someone from the doctors, and they were saying, "Oh, yeah, your medication. Yeah, we want to up it because it's better for your cholesterol. We reckon it'll help." I said, "Has it got any worse or what?" And she couldn't tell me, so obviously she wasn't the doctor. So then I said, "Oh, explained about the missing day, no pill." I needed an extra 1 day just to cover that 1 day missing. So she said, it's all right. What I'll do, we get the chemist to send it out a day early. So I went, no, that doesn't work, that. Because if you do send it out a day early, I'm still missing a day anyway, because there's 7 days in a week. Doesn't matter if you shorten a week, there's still 7 days. I've only had enough for 7 days medication. All right. Okay. Who orders your prescription? I says, well, I don't do nothing. It just comes to me to the door. All right, so they'll contact me. When they contact me,
I don't know.
we'll arrange it, sort it out. So I says, well, they won't contact you because I told them not to do my medication until I spoke to the use personally to get it all sorted. Then I can let them know what's going on. So it's like, okay. So obviously, today I got off the phone to the doctor. The doctor done me head in the end because I couldn't explain that I was days late, so I just hung up. And the doctor says, "You tell the chemist, the pharmacy yourself." Wait, I can't tell them to put extra stuff on my prescription because I'm not a chemist. Know what I mean? Because if I could, I'd say, all right, let's get some herbal cannabis and let's get some of this stuff and this. Know what I mean? Have a great party, couldn't I? It doesn't work like that. So eventually, I done my head in, getting stressed out over it. So just hung up on her. Then I phoned my chemist up, and when I got on the phone to the chemist, this woman was already on the phone to him. So they went, right, just 1 minute while we go and see what she says. So I went, right, no worries. So got off the phone to her. They went, right, they said, up your dosage and that's it. I said, what about the extra day? Oh, right, what extra days? So I have to go through it all again then. And now they sent us an extra day medication. What a bleeding stressful call this morning. Just try to get a day's medication and explain there's 6 days in a week to a doctor that's not a doctor. Yeah, wonder what qualifications they had. Yeah, apart from that, it's been an alright day today.
Perhaps they come from a different planet where they only have a 6-day 6-day sort of week cycle or something.
Yeah, exactly, Nan. Yeah, mate. Steve's in as well. Missed him. Excellent.
Oh, and Bearded
Drew.
Reality, by the sounds of it.
Drew's in the
Is he?
house.
Yeah. Oh no, Bearded Drifter, is it?
Georgie.
Bearded
Oh, it's
Drifter.
Georgie.
Is that when
That's
the
Geordie. Excellent. Who else is in the house? Bearded Reality.
Liam's in. Liam, who I send these links to come up on the live stream, but he never bothers.
I was looking for him before on my WhatsApp, couldn't find him.
Because he don't want to do it from his outside toilet, like live and direct from outside bog. It's Liam and Lozzie's Random Adventures.
Anyway, I got it all sorted in the end, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, as long as it's sorted.
Yeah. Oops. Everyone's leaving a message. Could have, yeah.
Have to be in the mood. I know what sort of mood you need to be in, mate. Off your face.
For the doctors, yeah. And that's another thing about the doctors. You go through one doctor, tell them everything, and that's the one. Tell them everything, and next time you phone up or you have to speak to a doctor, they put you to a different total doctor. Then you got to go through it all again with them, and they've got to look it up on the computer. Yeah.
To be honest, though, I don't think your doctors actually do remember anything about you. They literally look you up on the screen before you come in. And then if you say something odd to them, they have to cross-reference it with what's on the screen. So it probably doesn't matter which doctor you have, to be honest. And in some respects, it's probably better to have 2 or 3 opinions on something, because one might spot that the other one's done something wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maxie is the latest member to my channel. Excellent. Thanks for joining us. Cool.
Yes.
Is in the house. Yay. You like, mate? Nice of you to join us.
Yeah, get sent to A&E for
I get
5
hours.
hours.
Panels. That's why he's not coming up. It gets nervous. He shouldn't be getting nervous now. He's done how many videos and everyone's seen his face and stuff like that. That's why.
It's always different, isn't it?
I tell you what, the nerves is before you actually get on there. Once you're on there, you enjoy yourself. Surely, it's the nerves. I get this. It's like, oh, do I want to do a live stream tonight? Oh, do I? And then when I'm on them, I love it. It's just like, I convince myself that, oh, that's going to be hard work, that is. And it's not, really. I sometimes think to myself, I shouldn't be doing too many live streams because I drink too many beers, and maybe that's adding up to a lot of beers a week. But it's all right. And I don't like the hangover the next day. Sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. But yeah,
you'll have to just cut down on them or something, or not drink on the.
No, I have to drink at the continual rate during a live stream. I'm afraid it's the law.
It's the law. I don't know what you're talking about, Matt.
Yeah. That's why when I run out of beer, I'm like, it's like somebody's just chopped my arms off or something, and I don't know what to do with myself. That's why I often end the live streams, is because I haven't got any more beer. But I think to myself, well, I better not buy like double lots of beer, so I end up getting like, by the end of the stream, because that doesn't look very good. I've done that in the past. Yeah.
You have, haven't you, a few times?
And
it's not gone well.
Nah. Always ends up badly.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever got that drunk on a live stream.
No.
Not that I can remember.
Passed out on a couple of them. I'm just sitting there like, and everyone's trying to call me. I got my headphones on. They're all shouting to me, Matt, Matt. And I'm just like,
I fallen asleep on some. It's just like you can't help it. That's about it. I think I was on one of yours early morning ones. It was quite a serious one. It was like UFO stuff. I'm listening. I'm engaging, and then all of a sudden, I just woke up and thought, "What the fuck's going on?"
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, when I start to nod, I've said to people sometimes, I said, right, I have to stop the live stream now. And somebody the other night went, oh, come on. They were really like twisting my arm. So I stayed on, and that was it. Then I was going, and when they finished, I was so glad because I was just like, I was starting to go.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of people do that as well. Do live streams, just have a beer up and people donate and drink. There's one channel that we all know, and not just saying that channel, but I've noticed there's other ones. I've noticed watching a video on YouTube, and it was where live streams gone wrong, and there's this one guy that was doing the same thing. Or not one guy, but there's a group of them having a drink session, and when they get donated money, they have another one. And yeah, it's showing this guy who was like leaning, no, unconscious, stood up against the kitchen side, and you could tell the people who were filming were all too merry as well. Like, oh, he needs to lie down. Oh, he's all right. Leave him. He'll be all right. Next thing, he falls over. He ends up in a coma and dies.
Oh,
Know what I mean?
Shit.
Yeah. And that's one of the live streams and stuff like that. Other ones is getting squatted and just daft general stuff. And also people just fainting on live streams as well, just like collapsing on the floor. And lucky enough, there was someone walked in the room about 30 seconds after the guy collapsed. So it's pretty crazy what could happen on a live stream. Live stream's gone wrong, I think it was called. Crazy.
Mam Nan says she called for an ambulance for her husband who collapsed in the street. They checked him over and said he needed to go to hospital, but they couldn't take him. Why couldn't they take him?
Mad that.
Were they in a proper ambulance, or was it paramedics? Because I don't suppose paramedics can take you, but I don't know why they can't take you. But I think it's because they need one other person there to kind of supervise, because you can't drive and administer assistance. But if it's a proper ambulance, I mean, like, that's bollocks. Unless, of course, the moment they checked him out, they say, well, his status is it's in the 50% category. So he has. So they go, well, we've got a category 10 we have to go to now, which is more important. So we won't take him. They just ain't got enough ambulances, really. I mean, you always hear these sorts of horror stories, and it's just they haven't got enough ambulances at the end of the day. Either that, or people are calling them out for silly things. But
yeah, right. I've just read that message there in the private comments. No, I didn't know. Didn't notice. Don't really bother. Tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Last thing on my mind. Yeah.
Exactly. Sorry, it's just a private message. I just wondered if they'd seen any sort of.
I just noticed it myself.
Yeah.
I did leave a message there. I didn't in the private one, have I? Yeah, right at the top. Yeah, that's for the party one tonight. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The members only.
Oh, Mam Nan says it was an ambulance, but they said it wasn't an emergency. Yeah, they downed his, once they'd seen him, they downed his category from important to, well, you can pick yourself up off the floor and drag yourself to hospital yourself.
Yeah.
Category. Yeah.
Crazy. Hey John, you was late in, weren't you, tonight?
Yes, I was. I'm so sorry.
It's all right, John. It's all right. Don't worry. I'll show you the intro now of tonight's live stream. Yes,
Oh.
some of you might recognise the bank here.
We're going to see this about 5 times tonight.
Tonight, we're with.
Abandoned landscapes.
So yeah, we tried to get into this bank. We believe there's a window open, and see you in there.
We just ordered that out, yeah.
You didn't honestly think you were going to get through that hole, did you?
Well,
That's
if my hips went, I might have
Officially no,
been able to. I might have.
Dangling,
Not,
my feet were just dangling.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a pipe right underneath it, so if my hips did go under,
The old
I
mini
could
there, Spit Panda,
stand on the pipe.
X-Reg,
No,
GGG,
jiggle about then.
plate. Yeah,
It's
like
a
you
shit
say,
box
we've not
with
made
a
it
not
into that
working
one.
light on the back. Yeah.
That'll be another day. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
X-Reg non-working
don't
light.
worry, I've got some for the other side. So enjoy.
I think they came standard, didn't they? That's why I got to show it as well. Memberships are on there. So
We got a few more now.
yeah, I'll have to keep updating my membership somehow.
Yeah,
Must
you'll
be
get bored. You'll get bored of that. You see these people and they have like 300 Patreons coming up at the end of their videos. It's like, oh my god! Can you imagine trying to keep a track of all those who are members and who aren't members? And
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It'll be quite hard because some members will be new members and some might just skip it that month because they can't afford it for bills or whatever or other reasons. Yeah, so it would be hard to keep a track on it. There must be a way of doing it quite easy.
there is. It's what you do is you say thanks to all my members. You just keep it simple. It just covers everybody then.
Yeah.
Fiat fire engines are tough little bastards. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen one. Or if I have ever seen a Fiat fire engine, then it was probably so nondescript and looked like every other fire engine I've ever seen. I was just not taking any notice. That's a bit complicated, isn't it? Those who are and who have had memberships. That's like to anyone in the past who might have had a membership on my channel, or to those who are currently members, and to those who are thinking of being members, and to those who are members and no longer members, but we're still very grateful. Yeah. Ghost of Caution. Who wrote that then?
Take it you haven't seen it then, no?
Sab's
in the house as well. Excellent. Nice to join us.
Got everyone in tonight.
Yeah.
Back in the day, weren't the police cars called pandas? Well, like
Panda
cars,
yeah.
They're black and white.
Black and white, yeah. Then you had after the black and white, you had the Jambottis, didn't you? Then after that, you had the Battersburg cake. Is it? Yeah.
I remember they used to have but in the vans, they used to call them the Black Mariahs. I'm not quite sure what it means, but I assume it's something to do with death. I don't know. Let's just find out what that meant. Hang on, I'm interested now because I've never looked it up.
Black Mariah. Is it a Mariah something like to do with
in the house?
Black Mariah van. Black Mariah vans. Yeah. What was it? Black Mariah is named after a hang on.
A Mariah priest or something.
It said a fat London. Hang on. Fat. Hang on, let me go backwards because it said it on the thing. It said Black Mariah or Black Mariah or Black Maria, it could be, is named after a large and riotous London woman. But then when I click on it, hang on.
You get a picture of the fat London woman.
Oh, here we are. Here we are. The New Jersey newspaper record claims that the Black Mariah is named after a large and riotous London woman. She was often picked up by the police for excessive drinking on Saturday nights. When the van when the van went by, people would say, "There goes Black Mariah again," and the word stuck. So,
All right.
but it sounds like they were using it. They were using it in the United States, that term, which is mad, isn't it? Calling them Black
Yeah,
Mariahs
sounds
over
like
there.
Steve had a trip in the back of one of them.
But we used to call them Black Mariahs, but it could be Black Maria. Maria, it's spelt like, but we all in Wales it was called a Mariah, a Black Mariah.
Yeah, it looks like Steve had a good time in the back of one.
Steve, which Steve?
The one on the screen here. His comments up.
Americans Black Mariah paddy wagons.
He got a good kicking in the back of one.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Paddy, yeah.
Well, at least now they put you in a one person little cell thing, so the police can't get their hands on you. So there's less chance they can't really. And I think you're actually filmed in there as well. So if not that footage doesn't mysteriously go, that's a paranormal phenomenon, isn't it? Police filming them doing wrongdoing, but the footage just miraculously disappears, like as if a ghostly hand is kind of like, it's like that's an actual paranormal event that could be studied, and it's easily replicatable, because it's like, I want that footage. Oh, sorry, we've deleted it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our cameras always work when we're behaving ourselves, but then when we're not behaving ourselves, the cameras don't seem to work. I don't know. Maybe the cameras are picking up on our psychic sort of aura of whether we're having a nice time or a bad time. And if we're having a bad time, the cameras weirdly turn themselves off. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like the interesting moment as well when it all happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, you threw that video out as well, didn't you? The Freemason Hall. That's been out.
Yeah, it's done quite well, that one. You enjoyed that as well, John, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
We got the old aprons on, didn't we?
That was funny. Oh, that was funny in there, though. Come on.
We were fiddling with each other's flaps and seeing what was underneath the flaps, like, yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was methodically molesting.
we had a Freemason fuck as well. Apron to apron backdoor action.
I've actually got to do my video of that as well. It's got Luke trying to scare me. It was quite funny. He went to scare me, and then as he did it, I turned around and it must have just been my face, and he's like, "You were ready for fight, not flight." He was like, "Christ."
Hey, that's where I got Brady, wasn't it? The classic.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a funny
I think all the way probably through mine as well, but through yours, all you can hear is like either Jordan or Luke just shouting and someone going, "Fuck!"
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find the offending moment. Shits and giggles.
Did you film the other bit as well? The old school part at the back.
Yeah. I realised afterwards with the drone footage of the place that basically there had been another wing which had completely collapsed because it probably fire, but it looked like there were other buildings that would have been there, even more, that had been completely flattened and then tarmacked over. I think there was a lot more buildings there.
There's a bit on there as well. Sorry, go on, Will.
Yeah, there was. Basically, if you look at the front of the hall, yeah, there's another wing on each side, extended out longer on each side. But at some point, it got knocked down either side. The caretaker, John, used to look after it, told us all about it. And it was a lot bigger than it is now.
There's a house down. There's a on the same bit of land, there's a house to the left, I think it was. Me and Brady walked down to go down and have a look, but then you could see it said there was cameras and all that, but we didn't bother going because it looked a bit dodge. But when you had your drone footage, Matt, I realised where that bit is. There's some cars parked right by that house where we were.
It's funny as well. If you study the drone footage, I fly over these like underground cavernous bits, you know, which might be a reservoir, or might be a basement or something like that. But they had
filmed that bit.
Yeah,
I went there and filmed that bit, and it's like 2 square bits, and I think it was like either a ramp or something. That it's not that deep.
Was it you in my footage?
I don't know. Might have been. There's me and Brady with that dude did that.
Because the weird thing was, we drove up there, and I don't know where everybody else was, but I think we drove up there way before anybody else was there, and we parked up. And
did you drone footage first?
Yes.
Well, it might be then, because I didn't know where you were. I thought you were still on the road somewhere, whereas I've been walking around for a while.
There was somebody walking in the scene. I was like, hang on, we're flying over this area, and look, there's somebody doing an explore there, like, you know, and it's like, I didn't realize till I got the footage home, and I was like, well, who's that then? You know, because even though we thought probably none of you knew where it was, so we were the first there, maybe you had arrived, already climbed up and gone in, because I couldn't work out who that person was.
Yeah, that's what we did. We did because we climbed up first and went in.
Yeah,
hello, Moxley.
Yeah.
Can you just say, yeah, Moxley, if you want to go a tour of that mill, let me know. Militia will sort it all out, and yeah, hopefully they'll meet up with Moxley soon. So it's pretty cool.
Excellent.
You reckon there was someone else there, Matt, that you caught on your drone footage?
Well, I just got the feeling that we were there before anyone else was, so I couldn't understand how anyone else was walking there, unless there was another person exploring. And maybe I'll zoom it in and I'll double check, but it didn't look like John per se, and it was somebody who was sort of like,
could have been Brady.
It was somebody who was like haunching along and didn't seem to be walking like I'd expect you to walk, you know. It was like, I was thinking, who's that then?
Yeah,
because if I remember rightly, we went in as me, Brady, Mel went in, or you know, into the how you get in there, and then you turned up later. So
maybe
I think you must have been doing.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, because you said you did the footage first. Because I thought, where are you?
Yeah,
and then eventually all met up again. Because I was trying to get into that bigger part of the building.
We were trying to find an easier way in rather than on the main road, and we thought if we drive up into the school, there might be a way you can sneak around the back. But you know, yeah. Here we go.
Barry Little's in the house. Right, Barry.
Please consider.
Excellent.
Please consider. Yeah. Here's the funny moment where I'd been exploring around in the basement. I could hear him coming down. I honestly thought he was going to see my torch, but he didn't. So I thought, oh right, I got him. Yeah, he hasn't sussed him down yet. I was like, watch this now. And we turn the where's the volume? Let me make sure the volume's it is up full. Right, cool. Here we go.
Oh
fuck! Sorry, mate.
You bastard!
He had to sit down. It got him so bad. He was like, "Shit." He's just pooped himself. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh my!
Nearly had beer all over my computer then after taking that mouthful.
Yeah. Face keeps doing it to me all the time. Here we go, and slow motion.
His face.
Jump scares, folks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
that's funny. That.
I have seen this place before in other people's explores. I just didn't realize that's where we were because I would have like connected, like, oh, that's the Freemason place. But then I got there and they were, Jordan said, oh, look, there's a Freemason thing. And I was like, oh, okay. And then the phone box, these things stuck in my memory from other people's videos.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah. And they were, to be honest, other people's videos show it in much better condition than when we went there. It was starting to get pretty ropey. They'd taken a lot of paintings out. Yeah, they'd taken a lot of paintings out.
Yeah. Like I say, it was a shame. At least some guy was looking after it in a way as best as he could, with no money, basically. You know what I mean? And the owners just don't bothered about it, are they really, these days? Just as it gets knocked down, I think they're waiting for. And that video you put out, John, that house as well, mansion place in the white one.
Yeah. That's absolutely trashed.
Yeah, I think that is the same house that I actually filmed before it went on fire. And you can actually see the bonfire getting built at the top of the top floor. I'll get that video.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'll get that video up and ready and throw that one out. I've got it all listed here, which what's what, little poxy notes and stuff. Doesn't make sense that to anyone, but yeah, makes sense to me. Yeah, crazy. But it seems like they all suffer the same fate. Either the roof comes off by people taking the lead and then the tiles slates away. Then the water gets in and ruins the building. If that doesn't happen, it gets very dry because of the heat inside because someone set a fire to it. You know what I mean? that causes a lot of damage. So it's either totally wet or totally dry, burnt out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because houses don't seem to have this problem of like multiple slates falling off, but abandoned buildings do. It's really weird, that, isn't it? It's not just one tile, multiple tiles. Like somebody's gone bang, 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 punching them out in the attic, like chucking it like a big stick of wood, like chunk, chunk.
Yeah.
Get rid.
At one point of the reef, and then all of a sudden there's another hole on the other side of the reef. Yeah, it's weird how it happens on every single part of the reef, like you say.
Which is like, that's not random. Somebody's done it on purpose. And then you've got 50-50 then. Is it random idiots doing it? Well, why would they do that? Or is it owners wanting to see the place dilapidated and falling apart so they can maybe demolish it? But that's very short-sighted when you're talking about a listed building, because if you keep the listed building in good condition, it's going to cost a lot less to redo the insides of it than if you wreck the roof, it all comes collapsing down, then it's going to cost a lot of money to do it. But I don't know if our brains compute the same way as rich people's brains. They seem to think that, like, oh, if we can make this disintegrate, maybe we'll be able to knock it down and build a brand new building, and we can make loads of money instead of having to spend loads of money. Yeah,
it's like that crooked pub. That was sort of like burnt down, didn't it? You know what I mean? The crooked pub. And now they're getting forced to rebuild it because.
Oh yeah, I like you talk about.
Yeah, they shouldn't have let it go down to burn. Other words, and they reckon it was down to militias, so they got to be put back to how it was, the owner. But I reckon they should do that to every single, like you say, listed building. If people buy them, they should repair them or look after them to a certain extent, so they don't get any worse than they actually are, and hopefully then they can go for grants and stuff to improve them. You know what I mean? Instead of going down the other way and destroying the heritage of England. You know what I mean?
I think that what they should do is there should be like an officer who goes round all these listed buildings and going, right, you haven't kept this up to spec, here's a fine. And then next year
make it law.
Yeah, and if you haven't done it next year, the fine quadruples. And then after that, that fine quadruples. So it's going to become so improportionate, like that you'd be better off and it would be cheaper to just do the building, like, you know, rather the fine is, you know, like you get 4 years worth of those fines, you're going to be talking £1 million fine.
Yeah.
No matter what the value of the building is, that's not important. It's the fact that you've done nothing to maintain that building, so you get
And
fined.
a lot of time they pick up these listed buildings for quite cheap because no one wants to do anything with them because obviously you got to be worked on it a certain way and have a certain bricks or done a certain way as it was. You know what I mean? You can't change it too much, and people don't want that, and that's why the price is quite low, and that's why a lot of people buy it. And then, like you say, don't look after it. They should look after it and make it law, like you say. If not, get fined every year.
I don't know whether it's like wishful thinking, because I'm sure some of the people buy those buildings on the cheap, you know, and they in their, you know, their initial intent is they want to actually do it up, but they don't have the means to do it, and they're expecting some money to come in that they could then do it, or they're hoping their luck's going to turn up in the next couple of years. But that's not the point. Don't go buying a building that is literally listed and requires immediate attention, thinking, oh, I'll do that in 4 or 5 years' time. There won't be a 4 or 5 years' time. The building will be gone. You know, it will be beyond repair. It will have to be a complete gutting job then. So, but I think some people are like, oh, look at this. This is a bargain. It's a bargain. I'll buy this. And I've got so many plans for it, but no money. You know what I mean? They got 25 grand or 100 grand, but they ain't got £1.5 million, you know? So they literally, they think they're getting a bargain, but they can't do anything with it because they haven't got the money to do it up. But what they don't do is they don't put a tarpaulin over the roof to stop the rain getting in, which isn't expensive, but they don't do that. Yeah. They just sit back and do absolutely nothing. So they buy a building and then they spend nothing on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If they buy it knowing it's a listed building, if they keep it in that state they bought in or try to improve it at least for a few years, then the government should give them some sort of grant towards it. That's what I'm saying by law. And if they don't maintain it, by law, they should be fined for it. And if it gets destroyed, they should be held responsible for the cost of it to be rebuilt. So therefore, you know what you're buying. You're buying a listed building for cheap, yeah? And you got to look after it. Simple as. You know what I mean? It's common sense.
I don't think these people give a shit though. I mean, look at the Prudential building in Manchester, right? That was bought. It was a nightclub. You know, it's been derelict for what, 14 years, I think it is. It's now being purchased, compulsory purchased by the council, who allegedly are going to do it up. No, they fucking won't. They'll just leave it, and then they'll go, "Oh, we can't do anything with it. We'll just knock it down and build something in it." That's what they do.
Yeah, but the council are sly because they're getting it for free, but they won't spend any money on it. Yeah.
No, so they're doing the same thing as what the investors are trying to do, but they go, "Oh well, no, we'll leave that because the land is worth more money."
Yeah, unless you get a business who are going to come in with a plan and money backing to do that work, you know, the council are going to find it very hard to spend that sort of money, because people are going to be saying, like, hang on, why is the council spending all this money on that when there's, you know, money needed for other things? It's like, you know, why are they doing it? And it's like, oh yeah, because it looks bad. And it's like, yeah, but you bought it, but you didn't put tarpaulin on the roof. So the council will buy it. They won't even put the tarpaulin on the roof, you know, to stop rain getting in.
Exactly. I'm only until 1. Not on this live stream, but there's going to be another members only live stream after this one. So it's the first one.
You better become a member now. Become a member now.
So let's see how it goes. It might be till 1. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, thanks for asking that question.
the other thing is as well. I mean, it's quite a common practice. I've seen this at the hard end of this like wedge, which is like pubs. They're cheap. A lot of them are cheap. You can buy them with like freehold or leasehold, but they need work done on them, and they're cheap. And the reason they're cheap is not because it's a cheap building. It's a commercial premises, so it has to be run as a business. And if you buy a pub and then go, I'm just going to live in that, you're not allowed to do it. It's illegal, yeah, because it's only got commercial premises. So you can run it as a pub and live in it, but you can't just live in it but not run it as a pub, yeah. And a lot of people see these things. They go, oh, that's really cheap. I'll have that, and I'll just live in it. No, you're in contravention. You can't do that because, I mean, a lot of these buildings are given commercial, they're prime locations right in the center of a town, and they're given that status because somebody's going to run it for the community. It's going to be a community resource, somewhere where people can meet, have food. It's, and they don't want to allow that to just go back into housing. So there's nothing in that, town or community. That's why they're cheap. But some people have got this like twisted like idea. I'll buy this and I'll just live in it, and it's really cheap. It's the cheapest property I'll ever have in my life. It's like 1960 prices. Oh, I'll just live in it, and then they get pissed off then when they're told no, you're not allowed to do that, and all the neighbours are going like wagging their finger at them, going, oi, come on, when are you going to pull the money out? And they're like, oh, we ain't got no money. We just bought it because it's cheap. So they live in it for a couple of years, and then they have to get rid of it. But they've done nothing in that time. You know what I mean?
Also, there is ways of doing it. You've got to apply for new planning permission, convert it from a like you say, a public house to a private dwelling, basically.
Yeah. And
most of
the locals
doing it. Yeah, they won't say, yeah, do it, go for it.
They won't do it because it's a building which is acknowledged as being a pub. So especially pubs. You can get away with it like with an old shop or something like that, but the locals have to agree to it. If the locals don't agree to it and they say, no, we want that pub, why are they buying this pub if they've got no intention to run it as a pub? Screw them. And then everyone objects and then it's rejected. So, they constantly, these little battles are going on with like somebody buying a building and then it gets planning gets refused. And then they go, oh, well, we're not staying here then. They sell it. These people think like, oh, if I buy this really cheap building and live in it, I can sell it next year and it'll be 15 times the price. And it's like, no, because you've done nothing with it. It's actually the price is coming down. You've done no work on the building. But you do get them. You do get them. They're just literally, they see dollar signs and they're like, oh, wow.
But saying that, you can't really blame them. You can't really blame them because people out there who knows the property do that a lot and make a big money on buying properties at cheap rates and then selling them on after a little time. But they know what properties to look out for, and they've done it for a long time. They've got a big profile of properties and what they had and stuff like that. Where, like you say, Matt, the person who's trying to make a little quick buck starting out on their own have made a big mistake by buying a property that they thought they could flip quite easy. Yeah. But obviously, it's not as easy as people think, like they find out. But that's where, obviously, like I say, people with money can then spend money on other properties that no other people would be interested in, and they know they can flip it and change the purpose of the application form for it, basically.
Yeah, there's a pub where I didn't explore near around where I am, and the pub had been derelict for like 10, 15 years. It's now been, luckily I did it, and then it's been bought again. They've turned it into flats. There's an actual pub they've turned into flats, which is it's ridiculous, really. But it was never going to be a pub again. In its day, it was great, but obviously times have moved on, and then I made it into, I think it was about 6 or 7 sort of apartments, which was quite strange. It was a bit pokey, I thought, but so it can be done. But you know, obviously it had been bought and then sold and then left, like you said, Matt. You know, they just leave them. It had been wrecked completely when I went in there, and now you go past it, it's all like nice and clean. But they kept the facade, which was good. Other than that, it's all flats.
Yeah.
There was one in Boston called the Thatch House, and basically when that closed down, it looked like an old pub, and people were still living in there. And then all of a sudden, the builders moved in and converted it into 2 apartments, like you say, 2
Yeah.
flats. So they must have had the permission to do that before they actually closed the pub down, I think.
There's some
There's a few around where I am like that.
There's some naughty people out there as well that try to push it by doing, trying to play that it is actually an open pub, and they'll maybe serve once or twice a year, but they won't have any customers because nobody will know it's open, but they will be open, like they'll open it for the minimum amount possible. And even though they don't have any customers, they don't intend to have any customers. They probably haven't even got a chef. They haven't got any staff behind the bar. They're just literally like the door is open, but nobody's going to come in. You know what I mean? But they're using it as a house. They never had any intention of running it, and they try that tactic as well.
Well, I might convert my this room into a Urbex church. And also, anyone who's into Urbexing, yeah, Church of Urbex, and have it open like you say once a month for anyone to come in and worship the god of Urbex, yeah,
and which is me.
And basically that way I would not have to pay council tax at all then on this property.
It'd be like this. Yes, you can worship now.
Oh my god!
Is that why John's gone off screen? Is that why John's gone off screen at the moment?
He knew something was coming. Probably.
A quick chili.
Yeah. No, there's much bigger Urbexes out there than me.
Oh, in your church.
I'm the biggest one in this live stream, so yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come round and help you.
Yeah. Well, that's it. See, I mean, it has to be run commercially. It doesn't have to be run as a pub commercially. It has to be run commercially. So you could open it up and say, well, we got artwork in here, or we're selling local produce or whatever, but it has to be run commercially. I mean, it's not right really that people are sort of like buying cheap premises like that with the intention of not using it for what it was intended for and not for the good of the community, literally just trying to twist it for their own benefit and screw the community. And it gets quite heated. There's a local pub not about 3 or 4 miles away, and they said, oh yeah, we're not getting the business in, so we're going to close it. And they were like, yeah, but you're living in it. And they're like, yeah, well, we're going to convert it into a house. And all the locals went, no, you're not. And they went, yeah, we are. And it was like the locals it's happened many times. And now it's up for sale because all the locals just went, you fucking dare. You dare do that.
Go on, Matt, you'll have to get your little clip that you've shown before.
Oh, Brady's up here, is he?
Yeah, you'll have to show that clip.
Let me see if I can find it.
If you can find it, that
is.
Oh,
yeah, I can, yeah. Yeah, I'll get it now. Yeah, here we go. Nearly ready. Oh, hang on. It's because it's loading up in 4K. That's why it's taking a long time. That'll be quicker. Right. Oh, shit.
Yeah. God of Urbex. Yeah. If he's happy with you get a great Urbex. Yeah. And if he's not happy with you get a failed Urbex. That's how God of Urbex works. If he's happy with you get a great Explore. Yeah.
You've been thinking about this religion too much, haven't you, man?
Yeah.
I'll live
Here we
it.
go, Oh. Here we go. He's walking down the stairs at this point. I turned my light away so he couldn't see that I was coming.
Hey, Brady, for you, this is.
Oh, fuck.
His hand shook as well. Did you see his hand shake? His fucking hand went like a sorry, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, take a breath, man.
What an entrance, hey? What a way to make an entrance.
Wait, he's just pooped himself.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Monster. Monster in the basement nearly got him. Like, here you go. What's your snow? Look at his hand going.
It's a good job it's a DJI Pocket. Stabilization on it. Is he still in the chat, or is he done a runner now?
Sorry,
I
mate.
can't see him anywhere. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Oh, it's a classic reaction. Fair play, mate. I mean, the thing is, people have got me a few times in the past. I do jump. You know, I like Jordan got me later on. I jump back a foot. You know, but you don't see it when you're holding the camera. It's stabilized. You don't see it. But like if it wasn't, you'd probably see me go, oh. He got me. Yeah. It was, that house was just everybody was doing it all the time, weren't they, trying to get everyone else?
Yeah. Really, yeah. But saying that was a classic one you got on Braid.
It's like 4K high definition, perfectly clear. Great.
Yeah. But saying that, it's easy to be scared or surprised. No, in an old building or something like that, you walk in a room and a pigeon just jumps out at you. It does it automatically, don't you? Yeah. Even though it's a pigeon, you just still jump. And yeah, okay, it's a pigeon, carry on. But yeah. But if you get a bald-headed guy screaming at you as soon as you come down the bottom of the stairs, you don't got a bleeding clue who it is, or nothing until your eyes focus. You know what I mean? Same reaction in a way.
I think it's amplified as well. Like basements, like the cellar, is like you imagine there to be some sort of like demons and monsters down there, don't you? It's just like you're coming down there. Yeah. It's almost like anticipation. Like I'm going down into the cellar now, and it's like somebody goes, "Wah!" It's like,
yeah. Tell me about it. I'll have to keep me wit about me, because as soon as I see stairs, I'm down them. You know what I mean? Basement, straight down.
Yeah.
So someone can quite easily catch me out doing the same thing.
Yeah. It was a good day, that was. Fair play. We did a hell of a lot of explores, and even the mill at the end where I was flagging so bad, I was just walking around moaning to the camera. I was like, yeah. It's like, my battery's run out now. I'm not worried though. I'm actually quite happy about that. See you, folks. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, about that video, I put part 2 up at the moment. Yeah. And it's saying for every 1,000 people or every 1,000 views it gets, I'm going to make £10. So I've only got like 200, nearly 300 views. So could everyone just jump on there for 30 seconds during the day one day and just push the numbers up to actually see whether YouTube do pay me £10 for the actual views?
Do you want to know what I found out about this little conundrum? Right.
I think what they'll do, I think it's saying £10 for 1,000 views now, but in a day or two they go to lower that down to like £3 or something.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
I think I think that's what they go to do. So once you do get 1,000, that's it. They say, oh no, you're not having your £10 now. You're having £3 or whatever.
You'd be surprised, Will, right? I mean, I get 8,000 views and it's like a tenner, yeah. But the thing is, one £8,000, not £8,000. I wish, yeah,
Yeah, you
8,000. Yeah, I wish. Fucking hell, I wouldn't be sitting here if I was fucking getting fucking £8,000 off a video. I'd be like I'd be in America right now. Yeah,
You'd be making videos left, right, and centre.
yeah. Yeah. Right. I mean, one 8,000 view video, right, won't perform the same as another 8,000 view video, because like it depends on the types of people who watched it and how long they watched it for and what adverts were on that video they watched, because some are like high value adverts worth a lot of money and some are like nothing adverts which ain't worth nothing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it really it varies from like, you know, a couple of pounds to like £10. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's on an like 8K video. And guess what? I have made a bit more on some videos, but they all start to only make the like real money once you go above 10K. That's when things start to kick in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything below that is a joke. It's like, you know, £3, you know, £2, £3, something like that. It doesn't pay the petrol a lot of the time, which is why I keep telling people, you know, it's like, you know, that's why membership is quite good. But yeah,
I think the best video I've done is got like you say about over 10,000 views now, but it's only got so many pence against it. Only got so much pence against it, even though it's so many views. Know what I mean? So it's weird how the YouTube does it.
It's an absolute bitch until you start getting a lot of views. And the thing is, if I could only get like, you know, 10K, 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 then it would actually probably pay for the explores. But like anything less than 10K, and it's just like down the tubes, like, you know.
Yeah, that's why a lot of YouTubers or new YouTubers thinking, oh, we can get monetized and make a lot of money this way, or not make a lot of money, but make some money. But it's not as easy as that. Like you say, you need at least a good amount of subscribers behind you, and then you need at least a good amount of views each video to actually start seeing it's profitable for you to actually carry on doing YouTube. A lot of people start YouTube thinking they can make a bit of money this way and doing that, and they're not into it as much as they're just into it for the money, and that's where they all die off. Where people are actually interested in doing a channel for meeting people and talking to people or going out doing stuff, like myself, will stick at it and carry on, and the hard work will build up eventually and then pay off eventually. It's not a quick buck making
it's
idea.
Definitely not a quick buck. No way. I mean, I've been doing this 3 years. I know I haven't really earned a penny out of it. I don't give a fuck about that. It's just like meeting people, doing things, and you know, my subscriber list is slowly getting higher. Good, great. I'll do membership at some point when I can get to it. When I get round to it, but other than that, you're not going to make a bit unless you get some viral video for randomly, which you do sometimes. You're not going to make a lot of money out of it until you get high.
Yeah.
So if you think you're going to, it ain't going to happen.
Yeah. It's very hard. This is why I put out quite a few videos a month. You know, it's like 2 videos a week or something like that. But the thing is, there's some, I'm not going to name many names, but there's some people like I've worked with in the past, but they're only putting out 1 video every fortnight or maybe 1 a month. And you look at it and it's like, God, they look at the views they had. But you add it up and you go, but they couldn't have made much money out of it, because like there's like that's all they're doing is just like a couple of videos. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to cover your costs. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like bankrolling you. It is literally a small amount of money for what you do. And until you
Yeah.
get into these like crazy figures, like really high, like 100,000 people watching a video, then they put the premium adverts on your video, and you do get like good percentage return. But to be honest, I mean, like I got 62,000 or something, 62,000 subscribers. But a lot of my videos are 6 to 8K views, 6 if I'm lucky, you know, and 8 if it's really good day. You know, that's 10% of the amount of people who are subscribed watch the video. 10%.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, you know, like you got 1,000 subscribers, only 100 are going to watch your video. You know, that's the way it seems to work. But then there are some people out there who seem to be having like ridiculously high views on their videos, but they haven't actually got that many more subscribers than me. How does that work? And they got there very quickly as well, very quickly,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean. But if you notice, they don't have much more views than some of my videos. Weird, isn't it? Considering they got a lot more subscribers. And, you know, it's a case of like, where did all those subscribers and views come from? Because it doesn't add up. And if you look at some people's videos as well, you notice it because you look at the when they've got like 6,000 views, yeah, and they have 20 or 30 comments, and then they have 100,000. Then, whoom, they go like this. They go 6,000, 6,000. They got the same sort of subscriber base as me, and they got 6,000, 6,000, 100,000, 6,000, 6,000, 100,000, 6,000, 6,000, 100,000. Weird, these little blips that are coming, right? Look at the amount of comments. The amount of comments are the same amount of comments on every video. Weird, that, isn't it? It's like they're not real. Not real.
I've seen people release a video, yeah, on a premiere, and it's had like 100 thumbs up already, even though there are only like 2 people in the premiere watching it. Yeah.
That's weird.
I'm not saying any names or anything like that, but
yeah, there's some definite shenanigans going on out there, folks. Yeah,
it is strange though, isn't it? Like some videos you put out, you'll get quite a high lot of views. Others you won't. I've got one. I've got about 1,000 of it on it. The second part of it, I've got half that, which is strange because, like, if you think you get like 1,000 on the first one, people probably want to watch the second one. But it doesn't really work like that.
It doesn't know.
Plus, I mean, what Will was saying as well, I've noticed on some videos it might have 6,000 views, and I know that it had 6,000 views. I come back a month later, it's got like 4,000 views. YouTube goes, no, we're not having that, and they take them off. I don't know what it is. What I don't know, and I don't understand it, but they take things off. You know. So.
Also, you get like you say, any channel, you get people who just watch videos as well, and you get people who just watch live streams as well, and also you get a mix that watch both. It's not there. That's something else. But on my laptop, it tells you the differences. The percentage of who does what, or you subscribes or new views and stuff like that. But yeah, I've noticed like a lot of people watch my live streams a lot more than my videos, or a lot of people will just watch the videos than my live streams. Different people watch different things. Like people want to watch a live stream, they do. If they want to watch one of the videos, they just watch the videos. And some of you watch both. I know a lot of you do, because they see us all in the premieres and in the live chats as well. So yeah, it's great. But like you say, it varies from different people.
Audience.
Yeah, different audience, different views. Oh, there's Chilling is in the house. 420.
I don't look into the deep things a lot because I don't think it makes a lot of difference, to be honest. It's like, you know, deep analytics. But I mean, they tell you things like which countries people are coming from. And
Yeah.
mostly it's always English speaking countries because we're doing English videos, and it's mostly UK, US, Canada, and maybe a couple of bits of Europe, and really nothing much else from the rest of the world, you know, because it's like, you know, I think they push UK videos at UK people. Well, the market for that is 60 million people. But you
Yeah.
imagine if you're in the US and you produce a video, they're going to hype that to a US audience. Well, there you go, 300 million. So they've automatically got a bigger acceleration curve on how well they're going to do. So people in the UK, they're on this like slow, steady pace. But if you're in the US, you're automatically put on the fast stream, you know, like whoosh, off you go. It's a weird one, in my opinion. That's how I think it works. But yeah, I have no scientific evidence to prove this, but I'm just guessing
Yeah.
that they push UK videos at UK people, American at American, but American also at UK, you know, so they get America and UK. But I don't think they necessarily push UK to America. It's like America is very much look after ourselves. You know, they push themselves to themselves and the rest of the world, but they only allow people from other countries to kind of get a sniff into the American market. You know, it's kind of, there's lots of shenanigans going on.
Yeah, thanks, Reddit Explorer. Cool. 9-year-old, yeah, I believe so. Reviews toys and stuff. But yeah, don't get me wrong, you can make money off YouTube quite quick if that's all you're after is make money. You got to be a niche market and do these videos and nick people's videos and upload them and bits and bobs like the video was saying. YouTubers live streams go wrong. Yeah. Obviously, it's not his video. He's used loads of different other people's videos, puts them together, and then he gets the benefit of that because he's not done any videos. All he's done is nicked other people's work, puts it together, throws it out. Oh, let's do another topic. Let's see all the YouTubers who've failed or who's been lottery winners who've won the lottery. Know what I mean? It's quite easy to think of things, go like 8 hours and make a little clips off every other channel and do it that way and upload them. That's where you get a lot of channels getting loads and loads of views because there's different videos all banged into one, and it's interesting. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but they ain't got no personality behind their channel or nothing. You know what I mean? And a lot of them, yeah, then starts putting out films and TV programs that are copyrighted. But because they've got so much audience, they get so much coming in, and then YouTube says, right, you've got a copyright strike now. This channel's getting closed down. So they're not asked about this channel because they made as much money off the channel they've done. They open another channel and do the same thing, nick other people's work, nick people's work here and put it up here and put it up there, get an audience in. Right, let's put some TV programs up here and up there. And yeah, you can make money like that, but like I say, there's no atmosphere, there's no community like there is with this channel. Where
They put it under fair usage as well, don't they? So they use a copyright stuff. If you put a fair usage comment on it, they get away. They tend to get away with it. You'll notice a lot of the time it says fair usage, blah blah blah. That's why when I do my videos, I put on that no one can use it unless they ask, basically. So if someone asks me, I don't care. Like I think, you know, Matt said to me or you, whatever, can I just use that? Yeah, fine. Ask me first. I think it's only right, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Here's an interesting one. Mam Nan said, I'm not stupid, but in my opinion, you're loyal to your boss. No matter if you hate your job, your employer is still paying for you to have a roof over your head and holidays, etc. Well, let's just have a look at this then, right? YouTube employees, right? Only a couple of days old, this story. YouTube employees have been like, they're a lot of them are temps. So they're employed in by temporary agencies to work for Google, and they're writing code and they're doing all this work. Yeah. And but they're not given the same benefits or the same. They can't take sick. Yeah, there's all these things they can't do, but they haven't been there like for 3 months. 3 months. They've been there for 3 to 6 years. Yeah. So they're a permanent temporary member of staff. Their contracts just keep getting renewed, but they're employed by another company, but they never get any of the benefits. You know, they're paid less money. They never get any of the benefits. So some of them got pissed off and they said, we're going to start a union. Now, Google has its own union, believe it or not. They have a union. Not that it has any teeth and it cannot sway management, apparently, but they have their own union. But Google just blew an absolute fuse. They were like steam coming out of their heads when the temporary staff that are not meant to have any rights and no pay, when they said, we're not happy about this, we're going to start a union. So they went in, it was in Texas, in Austin, Texas. These people went to the local council, as it were, and they said, we want official recognition as a union. Okay. And they were having this conversation in the council chambers with them. And as they were doing it, has anybody seen the video? Right. A girl comes up and she goes, hang on. She said, I've got to tell you, we've all been just sacked. Whilst they're talking to the council about wanting a union, they sacked them because they knew they were going to be there talking to the council. They sacked all of the staff, about 50 of them. On camera. So literally this guy's going, we'd like to have a union and we'd like to do that. And the girl goes, can I just say something? We've all just been sacked. They've laid all of us off. Vroomf. Get the fuck out of here. So there's YouTube for you. Yeah. They don't care about the creators, really. They don't care about their own staff. That's all they care about is the money. Yeah. Money.
I know it's weird. If I was like the owner of YouTube or Google or whatever, and you look after your workers, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, YouTube or Google, whoever's behind it, it's making thousands of pounds a day,
a second,
a minute, yeah, a minute. You know what I mean?
Second,
probably a second, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's millions of quids, like you say, millions of quids a week and stuff. And why can't they just like treat everyone who works for them a bit more loyal? Know what I mean? Sort them out a bit more extra cash or give them an extra day's holiday or something. Know what I mean? You look after your workers because without them, you would have nothing.
Yeah. And one of the guys who was interviewed, I saw an interview with one of the guys after this had happened. He said, well, we're not paid sick pay. So therefore, if we take time off work, we're not going to meet our bills at the end of the month. So guess what this meant happening? He said people with COVID were coming to work.
Yeah.
And we were all getting COVID because they can't afford not to work because there's no sick pay. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it has knock-on effects. Like, you know, those staff who are working temp are working with the Google full-time employees. So they're all getting it too. You know, it's like this short-sighted attitude like has knock-on effects.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bleeding hell. Who remembers when YouTube was new? Many years ago, that now. Yeah. About 15 years ago, wasn't it? YouTube.
It was older than that, I think.
I think I've been on here for at least 10 years.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'll have a look now. See when my channel started. It does tell me somewhere.
Dinkun's in. Sorry.
I think it's deep under analytics. Say lifetime. Lifetime. Yeah, 17th of January 2010. So 14 years I've been uploading to YouTube. And trust me, my videos are like nothing. And then in 2017, there was a little blip. And then in 2018, there were a few more blips. And then 2019, it started going up. And 2019 to now, you get in like a bit of a sandwich of views. But it was like nothing from 2010 to 2018. Nothing
for that long.
Oh, the views. I mean, let's have a look.
Was you putting videos out still?
Right.
Because I know you had a channel.
Yeah.
And you put old videos out ages ago. But was you continuing putting videos out for all them years? Or...
I've had a few channels, and some of them just have not done very well, even though they were like ranting along like other people's. But like here we are, I was getting 117 views on my videos back in 2010, 2011, 65, 78, 2012, 178, 88, 168, 2013, 513, 460, 2014, 130, 128, gone backwards,
It's like us all. It's like us all when we first started, yeah.
2015, 159, 2016, come on, 113, 86, 2017, 159, 123, 2018, 165, 374, 169. It's starting to come to the point where it's going to just jump now. Oh, I had one video, I had 6,000. Here we are. Then it went back to being 200, 500, 300. Then in
what
December,
video was that one, Matt?
I don't know. I have to.
Oh,
I don't know.
You don't say. No.
No, I'm just looking at numbers here, not the video.
You. Okay.
Yeah, 2018, December 2018, 677, 795, 1,082, 4,000, 2,000, 10,000, 2,500, and then 2019, 16,000, 9,000, 15,000, 8,000, 3,000. And, that's kind of fluctuated. It went down, actually. It went down in October 2022. The videos went down. You could see that went down. And it came back up then in 2023. And that's where we're at now. But to be honest, I think the video views were actually higher in 2021 to 2022. Then it went down. And then it slowly crawled back up. So it just goes to show, folks. I mean, I wish you the best of luck, but unless you're doing videos of your dog speaking or your cat chasing a ball around the lounge, which seem to do really well, welcome to it's not easy,
Anthony said there it was launched in December 2005, YouTube.
Oh, right. I got to go and see a man about a water stream. So
yeah, no worries. Watering plants.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Watering plants as well.
Yeah, well, I can wait till he comes back. It's all right.
That's it. We're not like girls going in twos. Holding people's hands. No, people will start talking.
That's not
people
my hand.
Start talking, yeah. People will start talking, won't they?
Yeah, that's not my hand. Leave that. Oh dear.
Yeah. Explore Norfolk's in the house. Excellent. Nice to see you, mate. Cool.
You got a lot. How many people we got in?
174. Bleeding hell,
No.
that's great.
Hit the like, everyone. Hit the like.
Yeah. And please share it out. So, yeah. It's good that it's getting quite popular as well in my live streams. I've noticed it's getting more and more, so that's cool. Yeah, I'll have to start changing it now. Well, from the Urban Legend show to the Urban Legend and Mr. John and Matt's show.
No, it's your show, mate, not me. I'll just come as a guest.
Yeah.
I always come and say hello.
I appreciate it as well. Excellent.
Well, it's always good to talk.
That's it.
As Bob Hoskins used to say.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I thought, and then you laughed, and I thought, oh, I know that laugh. He knows what I'm getting at. Oh, pardon me.
Excellent. Nice to join us. Cool. It's great to see
Hello.
new channels in. Excellent.
Hi, Steve.
And the thing is, as well, considering how much hard work it is and how little you get for it, you know, I would expect people to be a little bit more like out for each other. Like we're a community that should look out for each other, and we should actually be, you know, trying to help each other out. Not all this like petty sort of like fighting crap that goes on and all the weirdness. You know, it should be. You know, we should. You know, I wish there was a little bit more camaraderie, and other than sort of like, you know, yeah. But I've tried contacting some YouTubers and saying like, "Oh, I've got this great location. I've seen your videos, and I know what you're into. Why don't you try this place?" You get no response at all, like, you know. And I'm like,
Yeah. Mitch, yeah, someone put in the comments in the first video, it was a mini engine. But before that actual comment went in, I watched a video on an old Mini.
Mike.
An old Mini, and I actually seen the engine, so I paused it and just referenced each picture, and I sussed out it was a Mini. Yeah, it's quite interesting that. You find stuff and then you do your research and you find out more stuff. But yeah, credit for the people who knew it was a Mini, and obviously. What I was looking at was the gearbox, what Free made, because it's only dead slim, but the person who left the comment said it's the gearbox is underneath on the Mini, on the old ones. That's pretty cool. Hello, B.
Yeah, it is. It's underneath the chassis part. I know that.
Yeah. I didn't even know that, to tell you the truth. I know quite a bit about cars and stuff, but like I say, them Minis are well before I really start working on them. And the Minis that
The
I
only
did
reason
work
I
on,
know is because I used to have a Mini. I love Minis. I think the original Minis, not the BMW bollocks, the proper like mini Clubmans and other bits and pieces. Beautiful cars. And the Mayfairs, they're good to drive always.
yeah.
I used to have a Mini as well. Well, it was my mum's Mini. I used to thrash it around, and it was quite sporty. We used to have a lot of fun in it.
I had a lot of fun in mine. I drowned it a few times. It was all right. I did. I went for a Ford, and you've got the distributor caps on the front of it on them.
Oh,
and you can either put a plastic bag over the front of it, or just say fuck it. And then you go through the Ford, it all gets inside. You take it off, dry it all out, and it's all right again. Happy days. Can't do that nowadays, I tell you that.
No, what they used to do here, John, is use a marigold glove and chop the tops off. Yeah, and then put your HT leads through and use that glove over the dizzy cap to keep the water off.
It worked a treat. It absolutely worked a treat. I mean, I remember I went for a Ford once, and I did actually conk out at the end of it, and the water was coming in, literally coming in the doors, and the mate behind in the back, and he was going, "There's fucking water coming in here, John." I went, "Oh, don't worry about that. We'll be all right." We got out, and it just come to a standstill. Luckily, there was a house next to this Ford. We went, "Have you got a towel?" And they went, "What do you want a towel for?" So we're broken down. I need to sort out the distributor cap. But
yeah, they were bastards. I remember, like, I used to do. If you get problems with the electrics, you wait till night, and you try and turn it over at night. You go turn it over, and you just look for where the sparks are jumping, where they shouldn't be, you know. And then you wipe all that down and make it all dry, and then it was like, then it would start.
Yeah,
they were buggers.
They had like a little box, a little connection box in the front of them as well, and they got all corroded and all that. So, but they're easy. You could just go down the scrappy in the day, take one off, put it in your pocket, and go and buy something else from them. Put another one on. Happy days. Did it at least 3-4 times.
Yeah. They had these pressure plugs. I remember once I was driving, and so all of a sudden, everything just started coming out the front, and they had these like hammered in like spheres of metal, and on the front of the engine where the pistons are, they were like windows basically, and they used to tap these pieces of metal into the hole. But if the engine got slightly hot, it would expand, and the metal just go pew, and just like pop out, and then all the fluids would come out. That happened once.
Wow.
Yeah, the core plug.
So
I never
the core plug or something, yeah.
Yeah, they do. What they're there for is if you don't put coolant in your engine, basically, and your engine freezes, the water expands and pushes the core plugs out. So it saves your engine from actually cracking the block. So that's the actual purpose of the core plugs.
The bastards when you're driving down the road and the bastards come out now.
And yeah,
freezing.
they do sometimes rot as well and rust away. And like you say, when that happens, you get a water leak. You got to just pull them out and then just tap a new one in. It's just like a plug, really.
It's like the old thermostats on them as well. They used to get stuck, and you'd had it, and then in the summer it used to sort of getting hot. You think, what the fuck? You take the thermostat out and not have a thermostat in it. It works all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else? There was a weird thing. You used to have the manual carburetor. You had a little thing. You unscrew it, and it pulls a little plunger out, and you had to put oil in there, but it had to be at the right level, and it was like a dampener, an oil dampener, and without that, the engine would rough run, or it would retard, or advance, or something like that. But you had to constantly keep topping up this little oil in this little carburetor bollocks.
And the little screw you used to for the mixture, basically, isn't it? You used to do the little screw on it, and you could make it run like a dream. But yeah, it was all like tinkering around. But I enjoyed them. I love minis.
Cheers, Barry. Another member. Excellent. Nice to join the crew. Be legendary now.
I'm going for a tinkle. Be back soon.
Aye.
Yeah.
One at a time, innit?
Yeah.
That's it. He said, oh, I could go to the toilet, but he said he'll wait off until Matt comes back. I said to him, we're not ladies. We don't go holding our hands in couples toilet, do we?
I just
And
go.
then John said,
my dog's standing there, like looking at my piss stream, like yeah.
And John says, that's not my hand, by the way. Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
She doesn't do it so much anymore, but she used to stand there watching me take a piss, and as I was taking a piss, her tongue would come out. She'd start going. And I would go, I'd have to hold her head like she'd be trying to drink my piss. And it was coming out. Not right. And I'd be like, so I'd have to like jam myself. I'd jam myself in the wall to have a piss so she couldn't get her head in there. It's just like fucking dogs.
Yeah. Dogs aren't they? They sniff whatever they're sniffing. Yeah. They're disgusting dogs at times, if you think about it.
She drives me wild when she's like trying to eat rabbit shit and sheep shit, and I'm like, no. And then
fox droppings. Yeah. They love rolling about in that, don't they?
Oh mate, don't talk to me about dogs eating shit. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. I told you, didn't I, about Lenny? I think I've mentioned it before. Oh my god. Walking him around, Will. I don't know if you heard this before. I was walking him around like you do in the evening. And he's sniffing around like they do, and then he's sort of going all like this. I'm like, what you got there? And he's eating something. I'm like, oh, take it out of his mouth. And I'm like,
you got shit on your hands.
Yeah, literally. And I went, it was dark, so I didn't know I didn't know what it was. So I went. And literally, it was really bad. I've got a strong stomach, so normally I'm okay. But I'll tell you what. I did that. I went. Oh, I threw up in someone's garden literally over their brick wall. Then he's looking at me, going, "That's all right." Then he's looking at me, going, "What's the matter?" I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm like, "Right, we're going home now. Fuck off."
That's weird. That's weird because I can't see Dinkum Aussie in your chat, but you just put him up because I was going to say, he's there.
Oh, he is,
yeah.
But you're not visible to me.
How come?
I don't know. You're not. Oh no, hang on. He is. But all I can see is laugh my arse off, Melissa, and then no, he's not there. That comment you put up is not in the chat. But no. But the earlier comment saying hello, Melissa, but no other comment after that. That is weird. See, you know, this is YouTube. Like, I mean, mind of its own.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, dogs eating shit and doing things. Yeah, they're dirty little bastards.
Oh,
Oh no,
I had
there
a,
he is. He's just
I
sent
had
another
a,
message,
yeah, there,
and
you can see
that's
that
shown
one.
up now. It's shown up now. Well,
I
where's
had
the
a
middle
little,
one?
I had a little puppy, and yeah, it was coming back with something in his mouth, like, "You're not I happy?" And look at what I got, a big log. Yeah, I gave it a good clout around the edge. Yeah, it might have been a bit too hard because it did cry a little bit. Yeah, but it never picked any more up since. Never
Yeah.
did. It learnt from that crack on it around the head, and it's not the right thing. That. Yeah, I don't like hitting dogs, but it just saw its lesson out, and it never did it again. But yeah, it's
I've
just
just
how
put
you
it on.
treat them and bring them up. If you
Oh,
treat them like a little kid and let them get away with everything, yeah,
he
they just
he
take
has
the piss
appeared
out of
now.
you.
I had to put it on live chat. Apparently, what's all that about? What's the difference between live chat and top chat? Why
Absolutely
can't it just
fuck
be?
all.
Yeah.
What does it even mean? I don't understand what this means. What's the difference between live chat and top chat?
I don't know what the top chat means. It means just a
Well,
top
people who are more important.
top message or something. I don't know how it
Some people are
works.
more important than other people,
Yeah.
so their messages get shown, and you're
Yeah,
not
exactly.
important enough. It don't make no sense, does it? Top
It does,
chat.
does it? Yeah, top chat.
Yeah.
It's like it's the top of the message. Only top messages get put up here.
Yeah.
But I always go for all chat because, like you say, you miss some out, don't you? Otherwise.
Bucharest has now turned up, which wasn't it. Yeah, but Bucharest, apparently you're a second-class citizen. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you are not part of the top chat because now you're there as well now. Jesus.
Yeah, I've seen him before. But saying that, if you're the host, you probably see everyone on the chat, don't you?
Urbex, he says
Yeah.
that top chat is what YouTube allow after censoring. But yeah, but why are they censoring like Dinkum, you know, saying like, oh, she wanted to, like, I don't know, drink from your stream or something, you know? It's like, yeah, what's wrong with that?
That don't make sense, that, Bexer, because you're saying after censoring, yeah? When they've censored it on all that and it goes off live stream and you go to monetize your video, it says, oh, restricted to be viewed. But this it says it's already been censored if they've go through the chat, like you say. So while they're doing
They're
it,
censoring us. And they're censoring what we said. Yeah.
It's yeah, it just takes a mix sometimes, don't they? It's contradicting themselves in a way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have no idea what they're fucking doing.
Yeah.
YouTube are the you know, what's it? They're the destroyers of fun and happiness, you know. Unless it's one of their American massive like I've got 5 million subscriber guys, and then they can get away with anything. But the rest of us are like censor. You swore in a video. You swore in a video. You swore. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's noticed. I've given up on cutting out my swearing in the videos now because I honestly don't think it makes any difference. I'm like, I can't be arsed with this now. I was trying to be good, but being good doesn't seem to help. It really doesn't. I tried for a year, getting rid of the censorship, the swearing, you know, and it don't make no difference. It really doesn't. So I'm like, oh, bollocks then.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. But if your words in F on this and that every other sentence, like you say, it doesn't really make much difference, I don't think. But yeah, I don't use bad language in my videos if I can help it, but sometimes you slip out the words. And YouTube aren't really bothered about it, you know what I mean?
My HSBC video where we went to this old tower block building in Manchester, or was it Manchester or Birmingham? Birmingham, probably, actually. Went there, and YouTube flagged it up as being profanity and hate speech. And I'm like, but they didn't say where. So I couldn't, you can never work out what you've done wrong because they never
Yeah.
tell you. They just go somewhere, profanity, hate speech. I'm thinking, hang on, we were just walking around a building. Like, I mean, what am I going to be doing? Shouting like, profanities against racist, like hate speech. I mean, what is it? Doesn't make no sense. Really doesn't make any sense. I do the same type of banter in all my videos, and why is that one been picked out? What the hell? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, this is the other thing is prepare for a lot of frustration and a lot of your head's going to play tricks with you and you're going to go, oh, what have I done wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. You probably didn't. It's just YouTube, right? Prepare for all this type of, your head being messed with because you'll be double guessing yourself and like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have any swearing and all this. And then that video will be flagged and a video where you were swearing loads won't be flagged.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. And they don't tell you what you've done, so you can't work out what's wrong. Yeah. So,
Yeah. That's it. They should at least give you some options, or if you ask them tell you, or a certain time or something. I know they do it with music. Or he's got a copyright claim with this music at a certain place. So why don't they do it with, like you say, with what they say is wrong with your video? Why don't they tell you so you can actually work in the future so you don't do that and make the same mistakes? Know what I mean?
Oh, when you get to 10,000 subscribers, folks, this is a great one. Oh, yeah. When you get to 10,000 subscribers, you get to be able to talk to a support person at YouTube, right? So let me just tell you how this rinse and repeat experience goes on. You go, I have a problem. You have restricted my video. You said that I did something wrong. What's wrong? And they go, oh, yes, sometimes things happen. When on YouTube, we like to give everyone the best experience possible and also be nice to everyone that's on YouTube. We're very sorry you've had this experience. Is there anything else we can help with? I'm like, yeah, you haven't actually answered my question. Yes, we always try to answer everyone's questions on YouTube, and we're always very interested in people's experiences and responses. And you go, I'm talking to a fucking machine.
Yeah.
You are talking to a machine. You're not talking to a human being. It doesn't understand it's just repeating all these platitudes, right? And if you keep on and keep on and keep on and keep on, right, eventually it goes, I'm looking into this for you. Can you wait a few minutes? Do you know what that is? You're half an hour in now, right? You've been chatting to somebody, right, on text, half an hour in. When you get that 5-minute wait break, yeah, they're actually referring it to a real human being, yeah? And they'll make you wait 5 minutes. Then they'll ask you a question. Are you still there? Right? So then it becomes 10 minutes. And they go, are you still there? If you don't answer promptly on time, they cut the communication off with you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go 5-minute wait. Yeah, I'm still here. Another 5-minute wait. Yeah, I'm still here. Another 5-minute wait. Yeah, I'm still here. And eventually, guess what you get at the end of it? You get... Sometimes these things happen on YouTube. We're really sorry, but there's nothing we can do about this. Hopefully you have a great time on YouTube and have a great experience. Yeah. It's like, you.
Bang your head off the wall.
Yeah. You're just wasting your time. So it's an illusion. It's not real. It's an illusion. Yeah. It's not real support. It's bollocks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. B-Face is laughing because he probably knows this one. Yeah. He's probably if you've experienced this, right? I mean, you know what I'm talking about. It's a waste of time.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm afraid it's that time again.
Oh my God.
The 2 hours have gone. But don't worry.
Don't
worry. Jump over to the members only live stream after this. So yeah.
Still time for you to become a member, so you can join us on the after stream. Just
Yeah,
become a
so
member now.
excellent. It's 11:05. It'll start, so it's pretty cool. If you
Sussex
make it,
Rail
make it.
Enthusiast says me go live, but that means I'll have to drop down off here. Hey, John, why didn't you go live as well? We'll just leave Will on his own. Let's both go live. Let's both go live. Fuck this guy. Who the fuck does he think he is? Let's go
Who the
live.
fuck are you?
Yeah.
It's time to will the plug. Aye. Like I say, it'll be on in 5 minutes. Yeah, catch you all soon. Stay safe till next time. Thanks everyone jumping over. But yeah, don't forget you can go and watch us if you want.
It's the sound of a balloon being let down. Right, there you go. All the emotions have just gone, oh. But you can get a membership and all your emotions will come back up then. Buy now, and be happy. Buy now.
I don't expect everyone to buy it and stuff, you know what I mean?
Oh, Safari wants to find out what's going on.
Yeah, Safari has.
Yeah.
Excellent, nice one. Cheers,
It's where
mate.
it gets really, really rancid and saucy on the members. You wouldn't believe what goes on over there.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, getting phone calls. That's not my mum, that's someone else, my sister.
Oh.
Yeah, you just have to wait on a second, Wenda, please. Thank you. What?
I'm not a member. How do I get to watch it?
I know.
She's not a member.
I'll speak to you after the live stream.
You're not important enough to be a member, that's why.
Right. Good night, everyone. Catch you on the next one in a few minutes. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about his sister in a minute now on the members. She can't hear us, so it's fine. We're just talking.